NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From downtown Milwaukee, tonight it's the hometown Milwaukee Bucks getting set to match up with the New York Knicks. Giannis Antetokounmpo has got 2 shots coming. A career 74% free throw shooter. And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Let's see what the Knicks can do here. Giannis Antetokounmpo swats it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Giannis in control of the basketball. Lead is 2. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Smith with it up top. He'll run the offense. Knocked loose. Bucks have it.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
Julius Randle tips it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Deep left corner to Middleton. George Hill. Oh, mistake there as the pass stolen by the Knicks. And counted at the rim.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Smith into the front court. Down 2. Short jumper misses. To Middleton. Taj Gibson snatching it out of the air.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Giannis Antetokounmpo able to recover with the block. Bucks at the controls. Lopez to Hill. Probing the defense. Antetokounmpo. Eric Bledsoe. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Into the front court comes Smith. Trailing by 4. Gets toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Yes, and a foul. There's a chance of a great play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw good to finish off the 3-point play. The lead is up to 5. New York Knicks basketball. Giannis Antetokounmpo with the block. Out of bounds. Last touch by Eric Bledsoe. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Rebound taken by Milwaukee. Middleton to Bledsoe. Eric Bledsoe. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Hayden with the basketball. Right now, down 7. Second effort. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Giannis with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Easy path to the rim.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Hayden into the front court. They trail by 7. To Kevin Knox. Short jumper stays out.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle or not landing.
It's good. And one.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Giannis Antetokounmpo trying to cash in on the three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw, good for Giannis. It's a three-point play as the Bucks add to their lead. New York in control of the basketball. Payton. To Marcus Morris. Shot from the lane won't go.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
To Payton. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Payton with the basketball. They find themselves down 10. Here comes the screen. Terrific vision. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They looked lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
Short jumper off the mark.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Knocked loose. Milwaukee with the basketball. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
That's how you punctuate a good first quarter. 3 more left to go, but you set the momentum for the second.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint. Long heave from 3/4 court. The first quarter's complete. The Bucks in front. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Smith with the basketball. Margins 8.
Screen.
Going to launch beyond the arc. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Possession lies with New York. Giannis Antetokounmpo pins it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Middleton to Antetokounmpo. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Wayne Ellington at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 85% free throw shooter.
Subbing in for the Milwaukee Bucks, number 6, Eric Bledsoe.
Giannis in control of the basketball. They lead it. 4-point game. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's now 4 for 6.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there and trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
To Julius Randle. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
To Lopez. Antetokounmpo. He's denied.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Doesn't have the touch. No good. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Bucks at the controls. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Trying to cash in. Bledsoe shot off the mark. The follow won't go either.
And I'm telling you from personal experience, those are the ones that keep you... He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Gets it in the right corner. Middleton to Antetokounmpo. Drive here, but the shot stays out.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body control is everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
To Antetokounmpo. Middleton. Count the basket inside.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size. But in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Smith has a look. Wide open look, won't go.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
Cashes in for 2.
And that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
But possession lies with New York. Smith down low for Gibson. Using the post to his advantage there and the finish at the rim. Now a whistle. Now we'll get a timeout called by Milwaukee as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. Antetokounmpo to Bledsoe. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot, getting a crack at the extra edge.
Eric Bledsoe trying to cash in on a 3-point play. For his career, 79% the line. Short jumper off the mark to Lopez. Big finish at the rim.
And easy to get back on defense.
Knicks with the basketball. Smith to Gibson. To Kevin Knox. Giannis with it up top. The lead stands at 9. No good. Right down the lane, but the shot won't go. First half in the books. The Bucks with the lead.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Smith now into the front court. His guys down by 9. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Bucks. And look out.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Let's see what the Knicks can do here. Smith to Taj Gibson. Rebounds pulled in by the Bucks. Lopez to Bledsoe.
Oh, denied. As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
George Hill. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
One could make the case he might be glad he didn't get the and win.
Coach of the Knicks.
Timeout.
As the coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter.
The opportunity to attend a post-game press conference. Visit the website for your chance to win.
Brook Lopez sends it away.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Kevin Knox to Dennis Smith Jr. Shot won't go. To George Hill. Tough Nate through traffic.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it.
Maybe pace it right here. They got a big lead at home.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Can't convert the free throw. New York Knicks basketball. Smith to Kevin Knox. Big finish that time for Julius Randle. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Cruises inside for 2.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Smith with it up top. Down a bundle. Oh, you can't do that.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor.
Number 6,
Brook Lopez with a piece. That's his 3rd block this evening. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. To Bledsoe. Adetokunbo. To Middleton. Too much contact, and free throws coming.
Look, I get it. Being down sucks. But you can't just start haphazardly playing defense and committing silly fouls. Play this game with purpose.
Chris Middleton at the line for 2 shots. A career 87% from the line. Knocks down the first. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Hayden into the front court. His guys down big. And he's going to the free throw line.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Got it.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Deep 2 there. Won't go.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
And they pounce. To Adetokunbo. The pass set it all up.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Randall. To Payton. Won't go. Giannis Antetokounmpo rejects it.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
To Marcus Morris. Lets it fly from long range. Not that time. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up. Julius Randle. Couple of free throws on the way. 71% for his career. First try, no good. No good on the first, no good on the second. 0 for 2. Giannis in control of the basketball. His guys holding the big lead. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
You know what we call that, Ed? We call that now you see me, now you don't.
Nikola Mirotic. Huge block.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
And scores.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there, but see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer, always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Rebounded by Mirotic.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
New York in control of the basketball. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
And he stepped out of bounds. Turns the ball over. Third quarter comes to an end. The Bucks in control so far. The Bucks to inbound to start this final quarter. You figured they certainly had the advantage coming into this one. Jay, that's how it's played out.
On paper, this wasn't set up to be much of a contest. If the crowd could have gotten into it early, maybe. But sometimes a team is so good that you never had a chance to even start.
Eric Bledsoe. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
To Bledsoe. And a nice finish at the rim.
Sometimes when the player's found out flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in a zone by himself.
Smith into the front court. He'll run the offense. Giannis Antetokounmpo sends it away.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Middleton to Antetokounmpo. Nothing going here on that drive. From the painted area, won't go down.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Took it down the lane, but it's no good.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
All by himself, creates his own shot there.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him. you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Now the Bucks gonna signal for a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
I don't mind that effort at all. At least they're still out here competing on the defensive end.
George Hill, he's got 2 shots coming. He's perfect from the line so far. First one, count it. And gets both to drop at the line.
Good shot, buddy. Good shot, buddy.
Into the front court comes Smith. Looking to make something happen. Free throws coming up.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Off the mark on the first free throw. Knocks down the second after missing the first. The Bucks at the controls. Antetokounmpo to Bledsoe. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper stays out.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
George Hill. He's now 4 for 6.
This is where I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
To Julius Randle. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Giannis with it up top. His guys hold a commanding lead. Count the bucket for 2.
I wasn't quite expecting him to get there, but I can be wrong. Sometimes, not a lot, but maybe sometimes.
Smith to Kevin Knox. Giannis Antetokounmpo swats it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
End to end on that one. 94 feet for the basket.
I'm sorry, his name is not John Wall or Russell Westbrook. So why is he getting a free pass down the entire length of the floor?
Substitution being made in this one.
Number 6,
Brook Lopez tips it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
And he finishes at the rim.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
To Julius Randle. Payton down low for Gibson. Bucks have it.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
Middleton to Lopez. Baseline drive. Brook Lopez looking good. 4 for 5.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot in there.
Smith on the drive, but his shot won't fall.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
Julius Randle snatching it out of the air. Antetokounmpo. It goes down.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable. And almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
Smith to Payton. Add 2 points to the board.
Ed, did you see what this pass just did? Now it encourages his teammates to move with more sense of urgency because they understand that next time down the court, they might be on the receiving end of that pass.
Lays it up and in.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Knocked loose. Picked up by the Bucks. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer, the Bucks claim victory as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
David Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Bucks won this matchup with a significant margin. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. The Knicks seemed to give up on this game as it got more challenging.
And every team in this league loses games. You just don't want to lose them like this. I can already see a players-only meeting in their future.
Here are the guys who put up the most points for the New York Knicks.
Game track.
Defense. The Milwaukee Bucks put under pressure defensively in this game. And in return, they put back some blocks and steals on the stat sheet. Not only that, they put a W in the win column. And that's everyone's favorite stat.
Player of the game.
Antetokounmpo is the choice for what you're seeing here. And that's unselfish play. Tight passes, great timing, and an impressive basketball IQ. He earned more respect than what I already have from him.
Who was gold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course. But even the best players find their way into this part of the show.
We handpicked them for you. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
The Bucks
Put on a show in a blowout.
They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Milwaukee Bucks. The Knicks are no longer suffering through what was a big-time blowout. My